Doing something new is a challenge. It's experimental, untested, and takes some time and work to figure out how it should all be put together. People always ask for innovation, but to innovate means entering uncharted waters. Banished and survival city building revived the city building genre a decade ago, but now people hunger for something new. Today we have been sponsored by Metropolis to have a closer look at their new city builder called The Hell, which has entered early access and is getting tweaks with new features as time goes on. This is a city building game that's really trying some interesting things in the genre. You go through challenging missions in the underworld, dealing with hostile titans and demons. You process souls into sinners who live and work in your city. And you deal with disasters as you work to pacify or contain the giant monster of the current world. Interestingly, each mission is quite a bit different from each other, as not only is each mission based around historical events, but also inspired by various cultures from around the world. I do love the premise, and the challenge can be actually challenging, and there's a surprising amount of detail with the logistical resource simulation. Though these complicated mechanics can be difficult to learn, the challenge of the maps can be overwhelming, needing a restart, and visually it's not the most realistic of looking games these days. If this intrigues you, there's a free demo of the game you can try, and you can share any feedback on things with the devs, or wishlist it to see where the game is going, as they're already working on some feedback like introducing a sandbox endless mode. Now, the latest mission is about the plague that befell the Aztecs, and the Titan, forgive my pronunciation, Xolotl, is causing some havoc. So I began building in this Hell City, which, contrasting with previous missions, it seems like we start with a ton of resources to build up quickly. Maybe this means it'll be an easy mission. Or will all these resources be for naught? Keep watching to find out. Okay, this is the new mission, and this one is all about Xolotl and plague and pestilence. Now, this mission is actually very different from the other ones. Note our starting resources. I just paused the game because look at all these starting resources we've got. We can set things up very, very quickly. And that's what I'm going to do, because one interesting thing about these missions is that each one is about a different thing and they play very differently from each other. So things don't always work the same. In the previous missions, we would be struggling with our starting resources. And this one, we start with a ton of resources, but then things might happen later on. All sinners are more resistant to pestilence smog. Yes, we're gonna do that because the main objective here, you see in the bottom left, is that we are trying to not lose our sinners. 12,500 is the limit. Now, starting up, there's a number of things we can get going. For example, there's faster conversion rate. Sinners have increased health. We can begin researching straight towards that. Let's unlock that first. We also want to select a pandemic because I want to get sloth. I'm gonna start researching that because this, when sloth is activated, sinners don't die. So I definitely want to get that going. And also we can begin researching, the increased health immediately. So besides that, this mission also has the necropolis, which I'm gonna just do that. That will be explained a bit later. This one is a new structure on this particular mission where when we kill like these enemy monster stuff, it gets converted into resources. Now, starting up, I want to get things built pretty much immediately. We start with 3,000 rust, 4,000 ember, 1,000 bones. Like I could immediately upgrade Purgatoria, but let's get all our resource stuff going first. So what we need straight away is, I'm gonna go for, the only limiting factor here is our sinners. So what I actually should do is really get our housing going before anything else. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna build a road up here. Just trying to be a little bit more space efficient with things here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. How much space do we have up here? Quite a bit of space. Let's go ahead and just build a road all the way around this, because this might also just kind of look nice. Let's do this and then that. Yep, good. Can I get rid of that? And then let me build a road up there. And then build a road down this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll build a road along here as well. This gives me a lot of room for houses. I can do this. This is a bit weird spacing. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can adjust this to do that. Okay, that gets me a lot of room for housing. Now, let's get housing going. Now, once I get... Oh, this doesn't quite fit. Unfortunate. Once I get tons of housing, because we start with resources, I can use the starting housing to... Oh, I miscounted this. Oh well, it's fine. Might look nice with a bit of a gap there. Once I get tons of housing, I can use all the sinners to just build everything I want. Okay, that's the maximum number of housing I can do right now, with these bloody pumps coming down as well. So let's get all of those constructed first. There's the Titan that's causing all our problems. The rain you see coming down, those are souls. Now those souls, you can see, they actually are spawning little souls, and they go over to this wait stone. If they wait too long, they turn into monsters and hurt us. But if there's room in our city, they head over to Purgatoria and get converted into sinners. Sinners are this resource here. I say resource. There are population, workforce, and a resource. Because do note, some of the tier 1 resources are blood, cries, and fear. So really, these sinners are also a resource, because how else are we going to get that stuff? Yeah, I'm just building as many houses as I can here. I miscounted some of this spacing, and I'm not sure why my brain just did not process that correctly, but that should be plenty of room for housing. Now, as these all build up, we can always check our current tomb capacity here to see what our total population is. Generally, you want to be going for like 2,000. So I'm just spending everything I can, like anytime I have spare sinners to build a house, I'm popping down a house. Currently, there's not a lot of free workforce because they're all working on this stuff. By the way, this game has been updated with a lot more communication to the players, like visual communication. One of the feedbacks that I did give to the developers was that I wanted to more understand the city better at a glance. And you can see even these construction animations, that they're so much clearer that, oh, those are currently being constructed, you know? These bloody pumps, I do want to be upgrading them to tier 3 as well. Do bloody pumps cost sinners to place? They do. So all of these houses are now being placed down. I want to go for like a really high population straight out the gate. I misclicked there. Let's cancel that construction. Now, I do want to be upgrading all of these as well. They cost amber and rust, so we can just go ahead and do that. Now, one bit of feedback that I would give is we do need a mass upgrade button for these houses. As far as I know, that's not been added yet, but should be simple enough to add into the future. There we go. Just making sure all of these houses are getting upgraded. We're aiming for, because at about 2,000 population, we should have more than enough to do everything we need to do. Oh, we're hitting our first story beat here. No, don't stop me upgrading the houses. Okay, we should let it play. Oh wait, no, that wasn't a story beat. That was us unlocking this pandemic, which we do need a bit more resources to get that going. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. We can just unlock another pandemic. Wrath is always a good one. These unlock as we convert souls into sinners, so it's not a resource that needs to be done. Spent, rather. Good, good. I see these houses completing, which means I upgrade them. That should be a good number of houses. These bloody pumps, I'm going to upgrade to tier 3 straight away as well. Make sure we always have plenty of blood. Bones. I don't think we use bones for much, so I think we can just straight away upgrade Purgatoria. And just have that go to tier 2 right from the start. We can definitely go much higher than that. And in terms of our workforce, we're starting to get a lot of available workforce. I'm going to pause here and set up my industries now. Let's go resource. We're going to get the basics. Sulking refinery. That can't fit there. A dead hope. A needle cage. By the way, one important thing when placing resource structures, see the hauling time. The further away it is from your central pillar, the longer it takes. Let's do needle cage. I could go straight for 6 cauldrons. That is something that maybe is something that I'd want to do. Because then I don't have to worry about switching manufacturing of resources. Let's go straight for 6 cauldrons. Nice and organized here. I will also want these structures. Like if I were to place structures on the back here, I do need more. Like I basically want to have enough of everything. So if I were to extend the road out this way. And then loop it down here. I could also similarly have a road extend out this way. Just to have more room there. So I'd want like 2 breweries. I'd want like 2 blacksmiths. Oh, we're out of sinners. So let's throw down 2 more bloody pumps. Okay. We're spending all our sinners to build as much as possible. And just trying to spend our starting resources. There's no point sitting on resources. So might as well just spend it all. How much does it cost to upgrade these? 600 embers? I might wait for upgrading the weight stone. Have we unlocked? No, we're currently unlocking Wrath. Okay, this is looking okay. These are breweries, yes. I'll need storage for everything soon as well. And storage buildings are big. How's our workforce? Oh, more came in, so that means we can put more stuff down. I wanted blacksmiths. Do I want 2 blacksmiths? Usually I don't need 2 blacksmiths. What's an altar do again? Resource structure. Let your sinners go to stock up your coffers. I guess it makes sense if I just put 2 blacksmiths there. If I don't need it, I won't use it. Then I need all the storage stuff. I think housing. Oh, I need housing for soldiers as well. Security. I probably should just go max on the bloody pumps because getting stuck on not having enough blood, that can always be a problem. Houses are being built, which means we continue to upgrade the houses. Okay, we're gonna start getting some tier 3 houses here. That noise is a research complete. So I was checking this. I got the increased sinner health. So that's good. That unlocks a tier here, which allows me to get the slime. Sinners move 5% faster. That just makes everything more efficient. Like, sinners moving 5% faster basically means your city runs 5% faster. Like, everything would move faster, because all resources need to be moved. Raw materials need to be moved to process them. I don't know if I've gone a little overboard here, but look how much resources we have. Like, if I can just stock up on everything, then you can really dominate these missions. If you go into these missions fully blind, you can quite easily lose, just as a heads up, and it's kind of the point. Okay, upgrading all these houses. I think that's us unlocking Wrath. Okay, so I need to start producing all these resources. Oh, I also should be upgrading the bloody pumps. Are these tier 3? Those are tier 3. I also want to be putting more bloody pumps. Oh, I've already maxed out on our resource structures. 20 out of 20 is the maximum. Is that okay? I think we're still allowed to place waste mines. No? No, we need to upgrade Purgatoria to increase our resource limit. Okay, so let's get all the cauldrons running. One for each resource. 6 cauldrons, 6 resources. Acid has a use. Liquor has a use. We're going to start producing those as well. And then for security, we can get our military housing down. Let's put 3 of each. 3 sentinels. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. I'm building the wrong thing. Cancel those. Not supposed to have those. My bad. Housing. Sentry chamber. Those just kind of look a little similar. Stalker's catacombs. And Siren's crypts. Spacing's a bit weird, but... There. Okay. Wrath is complete. Good. In terms of weapons, I'd want to be doing harps and maces, I'm pretty sure. Purgatoria is currently upgrading. Let's make sure the bloody pumps are upgraded. Again, I missed the gap here, and I'm not sure why my eyes are just like not really seeing the tiles properly. Now, all these exclamation marks, don't worry, it's mostly because we have nowhere to store the resources, because everything's so filled up. We need to get some storage down. So all this storage here, we kind of need a lot of everything. Keep, we always kind of need a lot of keep storage. So I'm going to place down 2 of those straight away. We're going to need a granary storage for sure. And then a warehouse storage as well. Warehouses can actually be upgraded. Okay, let's get these bloody pumps to tier 3. I think we've done a pretty good job spending resources. I can cast Sloth. When Sloth is active... Okay, I need bones to upgrade Purgatoria further. When Sloth is active, sinners just don't die. So you see that main bar down here? It's just... no one's dying. Meanwhile, sinners move 5% faster when on a blood path. Let's unlock that. Okay. Purgatoria did get upgraded, so we can now go up to 28 resource buildings. So let's go and get these waste mines down. Oh, it costs... we've actually spent all of our ember. Okay. Let's go ahead and Just put one down for now. And let's get our... I never built an armory. Let's start producing those. Storage, armory. I knew I was forgetting some storage building. Can I fit this anywhere? I can fit it back there, I think. Let me extend the road out. I'll connect it here. Storage, armory. I need more embers for that. Okay. Oh, okay. So story beat is progressing. The way these missions work is they go through chapters, and the chapters progress based on time. So if you don't build up enough to catch up with the chapters, you could end up being left behind. The objective in the top left corner, that is basically a guideline for what you should be doing now. The bottom left corner is the overall objectives. So this mission is all going to be about plague and stuff. So we're just trying to, what my objective right now is to just store up as much as possible. So right now, what do I need to store up? Mostly I want to store up embers and bones. So what's my current 400, 400? If I have this just on embers and bones, 800, 800. Okay, not so bad. Now, in terms of these manufactured resources, I can switch a bunch to embers, the ones that are particularly high. Producing gold coins becomes 10% faster, reduces the damage caused by pestilence smog by 2%. So I do know a little bit about this mission, and I have a feeling that I'm going to get ahead on producing gold coins. So I'm going to reduce the damage caused by pestilence smog by 2%. Typically, when it comes to producing resources, I do get ahead. So yes, this is satisfy demands, succumb to his demands, or else the pestilence smog becomes thicker and more potent. Yes, so we basically have to manufacture gold. Otherwise, things are not going to be super great. You do bones. Do we need crystals? Crystals a little low, so I'll leave that there. Mercury, we do use mercury. Embers and bones. So I've doubled up embers and bone production. Do I need anything else? I'm currently not producing tonics or goo. Keeping acid. Do I need to be storing this much liquor? Probably not. Let's just... I'm gonna really store up an acid. Let me do that. Okay. So, we need to construct gold mines and a forge. These are mission structures. I can place the forge there. Gold mines cost embers. Okay, so we really need embers and bones. Upgrading this does cost embers. Do we need more blood? Our current tomb capacity is 1,300. Upgrading tombs cost embers and rust, so I really need embers. All our cauldrons are producing. So nothing's idling right now. Liquor has nowhere to store. You can just max out weapons there, I guess. There's also currently a tribute request for crystals, but I haven't even built a tribute thing, a tribute hall. Cost embers. And that's already going to be constructed. I guess I should just build a tribute hall. Can I fit it here? Gonna fit a tribute hall there. I never got the military buildings to recruit soldiers either. So I should probably do that. Barracks. We just need tons of ember. In terms of this resource. Yeah, I like being able to hold 1,000 bones, 1,000 embers. We use that for a lot of stuff. In terms of upgrading Purgatoria, I need 800 to upgrade it further. So I think I did a pretty good job spending all my money. Then we need a guardhouse. In terms of workforce, we still currently have 500 surplus, but that sounds like a lot. But then, you know, sometimes you really do need about 2,000 sinners. So, Purgatoria capacity is 450. The tomb capacity is 1,003. So it's currently like 1,750, which I think is pretty much what we got, yeah. Guardhouse. Okay. So we've got barracks, sanctum, guardhouse coming in. That will recruit our soldiers to clear off these monsters that are killing things. This is a new animation. That's nice. Oh, can I cast Sloth? You see our sinners are dying there. And then we do need gold mines. Costing more embers. I did build an... Did I build an armory? I think I didn't build an armory. You see these purple symbols? That means one of those monsters has siphoned resources. Can be upgrading this, but I think I should be upgrading the bloody pumps. Are these all level 3? Yes. Okay, good. Pretty much every building uses blood, so you want the bloody pumps near Purgatoria. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I need to store more than 200 liquor. Liquor is just what's used to feed our soldiers. You can see we're currently recruiting soldiers. That should clear off any enemies. Checking the pandemic. Do I want to be... Sinners move faster by 5% when on the blood path. You know what? I'll just keep unlocking these. So I wanted to build an armory. Which I currently don't have one. No, so... There's not much great space here. We can build it there. Okay. Just so we can store more weapons. Because currently they don't really have anywhere to go. Yeah, we're currently running out of blood as well, which means everything will start slowing down until we get more blood. It's because I've... definitely place more of these. Because I'm upgrading the bloody pumps, they're not producing blood while this is happening. Okay, research was done. Let's select law. Is there anything else I want here? Souls move faster, but increase agitation. Blood path costs less. All souls and sinners reduce speed, but agitation reduce. Sinners move 10% faster when sadist population is less than soldier. Yeah, so I want this. I don't think I have to go through the paths right now. I think I can just research what I want. So, what have we overproduced? Do I have enough to upgrade Purgatoria? I do. I can upgrade Purgatoria again. Distribute. I guess I can start sending this tribute to the heavens, but I might ignore that one because that seems like I just sent 120 and that's how much it dented. You see that little red line? I might just ignore that tribute. It's a lot. That's a lot to send. Because it's crystals. That's gonna be like a couple thousand. Okay, you can see our soldiers have really populated up. Do some maces, please. Do I want another blacksmith? Because that swapping between these productions is a bit annoying. I might build a third blacksmith here. Just so I don't have to keep switching. I don't think we need spears, but maybe I should just manufacture some spears just in case. Have some on hand. Sloth is refilling, which means sinners, sinners were dying. So I should build another, at least one more gold mine. Is this producing gold? Yes. So see, we're now producing gold. We've actually produced 128. How much does it cost to place a gold mine? Mostly embers. Okay. Purgatoria is being upgraded again. Greed was unlocked. Let's unlock Envy. So I could really be producing a lot more embers here. Let's stop producing bones because that's taking up a lot of blood. These all level 3 bloody pumps, yes. How many more bloody pumps can I have? 3 more? Okay, that's maximum bloody pumps. Let's keep casting Sloth when we can. I think with every gold mine we construct, things will just go faster. There we go. Okay, so the next thing it's asking, the blood hall serves as an offensive outpost. From its heart, blood golems are summoned. The blood golems dutifully undertake patrols, fortifying your domain against the sadists immune to the pestilence. Okay, blood golems. It's from upgrading the weight, which costs a lot of embers. Okay. If we want to really produce embers, it costs waste. We do have 5,000 waste. If I set all of our cauldrons to producing embers, 6 cauldrons doing embers. Autophagy. Blood golems kill sadists faster or reduce the damage caused by pestilence by 2%, but the forge takes 100% more time to process gold coins. Doubling our gold coin speed, like taking twice as long, sounds insane, which makes me think reducing pestilence smog by 2% is actually worth it. Typically, I'm not going to be having any sadist problems because I tend to maintain this large army. So I'm going to do this and build a bunch more gold mines. So I'm going to do that. Okay, upgrading the weight beyond level 3 requires, oh right, this thing. Yeah, I like these video tutorials. We have to select the sanctions there and then unlock that on the sanctions, which we can definitely do. It's sanctions here, and it's this one, is it? The weight can be upgraded beyond level 3. Let's get that going. It takes 30 seconds. How's Purgatoria? Upgrading okay. How's our workforce? Getting a little low, so I think I should finish upgrading all of my houses. The tier 3 ones you can see have the lines on them, so that's how you can see which ones are tier 3 or not, just visually. Okay, good, let's do that. Those are all upgraded. Oh right, I did build another, where did I place that? Here. So I want you doing scythes, you doing maces, you doing harps. And we did stock up some spears because I felt like we should have those. Maybe I should max those out. How many can we hold of these? 200? We have the most maces right now. I'll just continue producing spears. Oh, spears require scythes and maces. That's why we weren't producing spears. Okay, let's stock up on all of this. You produce here. Okay. Spears must be really powerful then. For savages, I guess? I've never seen savages. Probably should place down more housing. Okay, that feels pretty good. Yeah, we're storing all of these weapons there. All these bloody pumps are down. Let's upgrade them all to level 3. Okay. We've sanctioned this. Let's unlock gluttony. This sanction was also done. I think there's this. Purgatory can be upgraded beyond level 3. Let's unlock that as well. Because Purgatory is now level 3. To get to the next level, it probably needs an insane amount of bones. Oh, we can upgrade the weight. I completely forgot this was our current objective. We gotta upgrade the weight. And it's probably gonna take... Oh, we're really going through our waste right now. In terms of resources, I think there were waste mines we can be building. This increases... I like that it now highlights where the mines are. Okay, that's all our embers. Because building those waste mines increases our speed of producing waste in the sulking refinery. Because we're actually down quite a lot now. So I think I have to now go back to diversifying all these resources. Okay. Gluttony. Let's unlock pride. This was upgraded. We now need 800 embers. Okay. But we don't have the waste to produce that much embers. I also don't have much more room on... I could have another sulking refinery, but that's going to be like the limit of what I can build here. Because I can only build one more resource structure, and I feel like I should leave it empty for something. Otherwise, I need to upgrade Purgatoria first. To do that, I'm going to need lots of bones. Oh, our population... Let's cast Sloth. Our population was dying quite a bit. How's our production of gold coins? Oh, we just lost a bunch of people. I think this plague just killed a bunch. So that slows us down a little bit. Yeah, we unlock these by converting souls to sinners, so that goes pretty quick, considering how fast we're getting through all this. 1,100 bones. If I set all of these to bones... we might be able to get through that quite quick. I need... oh, I've completely spent all my rust, so I can't upgrade the bloody pumps anymore. Now these are... the exclamation mark means it's missing something. So it could be missing a resource, which it's not, or it's missing people, which is the current problem. Our population's going back up, so it's okay. Current housing capacity is about 2,000. So our current housing is pretty good. I've got more houses to upgrade if I need more, but just gotta bring people in first. Sloth is active, so no one is dying. And we've fully unlocked all of these. Great. Yeah, see the bloody pumps? They require sinners. So building all these bloody pumps also means it's... I forgot I can spend acid to speed these up. These bloody pumps, they consume sinners, so that's probably what's holding my population down. I built all these bloody pumps, and I probably should disable some. Because I think our population is not climbing, because I'm basically bleeding all my people. I think there are things that speed up conversion rate. Like upgrades, yeah. Souls conversion into sinners is faster by 10%. Yeah, we definitely want that next. Let's disable a couple bloody pumps. Slow this down somewhat. The tier 2 ones. I'm just pulling the people off of that. Because I think we do have enough blood. Let's turn off a couple more. Stop bleeding them. Because you can see there's plenty of souls to convert. But this is the current conversion rate here. Oh, also... Right. Because I upgraded this, it went to the ice version. The stone version has a faster conversion rate. I'm spending this acid, because I actually made quite a lot of acid. This needs rust. I'm currently just trying to really accumulate the bones. Okay. Next chapter, Witching. The devil clock has surfaced, an omen of doom. You must fulfill all tributes before its ticking halts. You must satisfy Charlotte's greed. Understood. So it's talking about using the necropolis. Oh, this! Killed sadists, increased soul conversion rate. That's actually what I need. So, okay. Also, there's a tribute to send all these weapons. I have manufactured a lot of weapons. Tick-tock. Order point increased, but timer for Charlotte's demands ticks 5% faster or reduce the damage caused by pestilence funk by 10%. I'm doing that. Okay. Yes, the necropolis. So this is something we toggle. I've already done one side. Let's pick this. I wanted to get this one, yeah. Soul conversion into sinners is faster by 10%. Get that one going. In terms of weapons, let's stop producing the spears. But we do need rust. What do we need? Yeah, rust is currently needed for those. Hemoglobin, mercury. We also need some mercury. Reduction? Because I don't even have mercury to cast sloth again. That's a bit of a problem. I almost have 800 bones. Wait, no, I need 1,100 bones. That's a crazy amount of bones. Also, our blood supply is running out again. I spent it all on bones. Let's get the bloody pumps running again. And stop producing so many bones. Six cauldrons producing blood, and it takes like 2 stacks of bones. Like, it takes 100 blood to produce 1 stack of bones, so you can see how quickly you can get through all that. Okay. I started with 1,000 tonic as well. Are there any other sanctions I want? Refinery capped at 5 buildings and increased 20% production speed. Refinery. Oh, this stuff. Altar, Sarasalo, blacksmith. Dreadful tree can be upgraded. Blood pump cap increased to 10. Do we have stuff for like all the buildings here? Maybe not all the buildings. Reaching brewery. Brewery cap increases. Let's just... Oh, I'm not allowed to unlock that one. I see. Some of those are still locked away. Cast Sloth. Stop our sinners dying. We have no available workforce. I'm pretty sure we have space for them. It's just they're dying as fast as they're being converted. Well, we are currently learning this. Because this is soul conversion rate is faster by 10%, yes. Also, if I can ever get to 1,100 bones, I can upgrade Purgatoria again. Oh, I'm supposed to be sending this tribute. Let's send the first batch, 120 of each. We're going for a total of 300 of each. Okay. We are producing the 3 weapons, yes. Was that? Yes, the research was done. Sinners just move faster here. Oh, I don't have the resources required. That takes cries to research. Okay, but the 10% increase in conversion rate should help, I think. Our available workforce is now over 100. Also, did I finish building all the possible gold mines? No, I think there's 2 more. Like up here. Also, waste mines. Oh, but I'm waiting on increasing our limit in Purgatoria, right? We just don't have enough blood. We need rust to level up some of this blood stuff. We did pick the decree that made the gold take twice as long. Is this full again? Yep, let's send the tribute again. So I do want to increase our bloody pumps. Which one is producing rust? This one. Oh, producing rust takes blood. But also we use rust to manufacture maces. Let me finish this tribute. We need another 60 of each. So you do actually need to keep producing maces. Let's upgrade that. I think there's just 1 more bloody pump to upgrade. Wait, no, 2 more. Okay, we're building the final gold mines. I can send that. Let's stop producing maces for a bit, because that consumes rust. And what does rust cost? It is blood, right? So if I wanted to increase our blood supply, let's switch these to embers for now, because we could always do with more embers. Cast sloth. Forgot people are dying. We need to not let 12,500 sinners die. Okay, just trying to keep up on the blood production. We do have enough labor. So it's about focusing on upgrading these bloody pumps to the max level. One last one to upgrade. This produces 33 rust a cycle, so as long as enough blood gets through. So currently it says domains flux surplus 94 a cycle, so we should be in the positive right now. I remember there was a... There are more upgrades here. Sinners return to purgatory. Alright, this costs 500. Cries. We can't even store 500 cries. Yeah, I need to upgrade the warehouse. Let me finish upgrading the bloody pumps first. Here it comes. Because once we stabilize our blood supply, then that allows more things to just run. Next chapter, the black market. If safety must be bought, what does that say about those who offer it? Okay, black market, I think I saw it here, yes. Wants us to build a black market. Okay, I can pop it at the end of the road there. Why not? An inch of time is worth an inch of gold. An inch of gold cannot buy an inch of time. Greatly reduce the damage caused by pestilence smog by 5%. Every gold you have offered to the Titan will reduce the hourglass movement. 30% gold filled, 30% time slower. I feel like I should pick a gold one here. Okay. Sloth is still functioning. So all our bloody pumps are going to be tier 3. I think... currently 2 are upgrading. When they're upgrading, they don't produce. I think I fulfilled the tribute. Because it currently says 0. I actually can't remember if I fulfilled the tribute in time. I mean, the countdown's still there. It says 0. I think I did fulfill it. Yes, I did. That's why I switched this back to spears. So that's now a tier 3 bloody pump. This one's currently holding the resources. Okay. Oh, we're low on this. I think that's fine. Let's try to get some... I don't know. Producing bones just costs so much blood. That's a weird sentence to say, but... How much is this? This needs 800 to upgrade. Producing this consumes bones as well. Harps. I'll just put you on scythes for now. Let's put you all on spears. I'm just disabling the blacksmiths for a little bit here. I'd like to increase Purgatoria one more level. Maybe not to level 5, but at least one more level. Okay, we have maximum bloody pumps all at tier 3. What does liquor cost to make? Cries and blood. Plus 142 a cycle. Let's push up. These are all on embers right now. I mean, upgrading the weight stone was mainly to deal with the sadists, the monsters that spawn, and I feel like our army has quite successfully kept them at bay anyway. I've got the black market down, yes. So this allows me to trade resources. Like, I can spend 400 sinners and then, like, get some crystals. Or I could spend rust and get sinners. Or spend sinners and get, what is that, goo? So these objectives here, generally they're just guidelines or tutorials. So we don't have to do these. We just have to focus on these down here. Cast Sloth. Keep people alive. Waste is a little low. Oh, I'm actually at the resource building cap. So what I need is to upgrade Purgatory. I also almost have enough to... There we go. Let's upgrade the weight stone. If I just set them all to bones, we should eventually get the bones we need. 1,100. We just need like another 115. Like, if I wanted to free up some blood, I guess I could disable certain buildings. Like, I can disable the blacksmiths. Let's turn, like, unman all the blacksmiths. Also, I will set this back to when we kill enough sadists, produce some blood. Alright, I don't have the resources to do any more researches. I think I got most of the researches I wanted anyway. So this is fire, reduced turning rate. I'll switch back to stone. Do I have enough? I need another 80 bones. I did fulfill the tribute. The armory takes quite a lot of 8 a cycle. Like, a lot of these buildings really do just consume a ton of blood. Like, just having the cauldrons working, they each take 6 a cycle. So it's saying I have a surplus of 168 a cycle, but that's not taking into account stuff that uses blood to produce resources. For example, 50 blood goes into producing liquor here. Let's disable that for a little bit. So that I can maybe get the bones. Okay, there we go. Blood supply is coming back up. Oh, we're at our resource cap. Let's store less of that. Let's store less of that. That's why we're not producing any bones. We actually hit our resource cap. There we go. Now we're getting it. Because upgrading Purgatoria will also increase our resource building cap from 36 to 44. Let's do that. Good. Now I want to get as much ember as possible. And I can resume production of liquor. Let's put the workers back in the blacksmiths. I also do need some rust, which also takes waste. I need more waste, but also what does waste? It doesn't take that much. So maybe another... Oh, I can't place another sulking refinery because I need Purgatoria to be upgraded first. Okay. We just need everything for everything. We're past halfway on the gold coins. That's pretty good. Uh-oh, we're hitting this next chapter here. All things born of flesh are now vulnerable to the poison state, the bloody pump, the dreadful tree, and the pit. So things are gonna start... get secondary resources from the pit. So this is a new resource structure, which I think I can get. The story, okay, dreadful tree laws, lends faster, reduce the damage caused by pestilence. We've pretty much learned what we wanted, so I'm gonna reduce the pestilence here. Okay, so prolonged exposure to the poisonous breath causes organic buildings to become poisoned and they stop working. Later on, we can cleanse them. Okay, the pit, sacrifice soldiers for random secondary resources. Okay, so I think I'm in a pretty good position to have things continue to run here. Let me... So mission, security, storage, resource. Was the pit? Pit is here, but I am at the maximum building cap until Purgatoria is upgraded. So currently, we just need to try and keep things running. Resources... I'm producing some maces now, okay. This is refilling, okay. If I see certain resources I want to trade for, I might want to do that. Waste mine construction complete. Population is good at about 2,600 workers. Okay. Refill on scythes and harps. Bloody pumps are working, but the plague might shut down our bloody pumps. So I think I want to let the blood supply accumulate as much as possible and not just use it up. We currently can't produce this much embers. I'm just gonna split up manufacturing around here again. Okay. So all our manufacturing is split around. Our army is good. Population looks good. A little wonky on some of these resources, but not the worst. If I wanted to upgrade this again, it would cost 1,000 ember. And that needs a lot of waste. Okay. I think I can ignore constructing the pit. Like it might be one solution to the problem, but I don't think it's the only solution to the problem. Yeah, these just have nowhere to go. They're full. Okay. Do I need to be storing any of this? I think there are houses I could upgrade, but I feel like I shouldn't be spending resources unless I spend it on something I need. Ah, this pump is currently poisoned, so this bloody pump is no longer functioning. So if this continues, we may just lose all of our blood. Sloth. Cast. Stop our sinners dying. Is this still producing gold coins? Yes. It's slow, though. That 100% increase on the gold coin speed, it's not great. So these red marks here on the timeline, that's when Plague will take hold of more stuff. I think we don't have the... Purgatory is almost upgraded, though. I don't think we have the ability to cleanse yet. Now, I've never built Purgatory at level 4. Oh, okay. The ghost skeleton gets some wings. That increases the conversion rate, but also that means we can now build 3 waste mines. There. Makes our waste production more efficient without costing more resources. But that also does send our resource structure quite high. I could build this pit. You know what? I should build the pit just in case. Can it fit here? Next to the black market. That feels appropriate. Oh, another bloody pump poisoned. Okay. But I think we can speed through this. So we should still be surplusing blood, except for us manufacturing these resources. So I probably want to stop producing bones at least. We can't produce any more hemoglobin. So I'll stop producing bones because I'm not planning to upgrade Purgatoria anymore. Okay. We do need to continue having mercury. Are we not producing... Oh, mercury needs fear. Okay. So things not too bad right now. We've lost a couple bloody pumps. But I see a lot more red marks on the timeline. We do get a story beat first. Oh, look at this thing. The pit. An upgradable version of the sacrificial pit, the mouth-like greenish pit, will randomly consume your soldier units and in return will purge out random items and materials that you would obtain from the cauldron. So our soldiers just randomly end up in there, huh? So when it says it's currently lacking resources. The pestilence smog has drained the life from most of your organic buildings. The dreadful tree has withered. Some of the bloody pumps no longer flow. Even the pit has become vulnerable. However, there is a silver lining. A technique known as cleanse is beginning to emerge. Endure this stage and you will gain the ability to cleanse. Okay. So I just have to survive this. I see the dreadful tree is actually shut down as well. Yeah, this is saying it's missing a resource. The resource it's missing is the sacrifice. Oh, pretty much all of our... Get 100 sinners, but all sinners die 10% faster. The forge mints gold coins 8% faster, but all sinners die 25% faster. We're already almost to 6,000, so I'm just gonna do this so people die slower. And I think all of our bloody pumps have shut down. The totem distracts shallows from their endless hunger. We're not dealing with any shallow problems right now. But yeah, all of our bloody pumps are wrecked right now. So we're actually producing 0 blood. So we just have to endure until this next story beat, I think. Meanwhile, everything's gonna shut down. Oh, the brewery is poisoned as well? Okay. We can still produce gold through all this. In terms of our workforce, it's still good. Converting souls, okay. There's no tribute to deal with right now. I did build up those waste mines. Alright, I wanted to upgrade our warehouse. I never did that. That's kind of bad. Tier 3 warehouse is probably going to be quite important for just holding everything. Weapons looks good. Soldiers looks good. Okay, I think we can endure this phase. Our blood supply will run out and that will shut everything down. Alright, we managed to deliver all the gold, so we actually hit the 6,000 gold target. This is going to continue producing gold, which I assume will play a part later on. We're almost at this next story beat here. So I managed to just weather this. We're completely out of blood, everything's shut down. I did cast Sloth there, because I did have enough of the mercury to cast that. We're losing more sinners here. This is currently refilling, but we're about to hit the story beat. Let's cast this again. Let's keep as alive as possible. You see, casting that freezes the deaths of our sinners. And at this time here, we should be able to now cleanse these buildings, is my understanding. You have learned Cleanse, but the worst is not over. Cleanse uses acid to scrub away the pestilence smog, restoring structures back to a working state, but it's not a cure. After a short period of immunity, the same structure may fall to the poison state once again. Okay, understood. Let's pause the game here. So, yeah, it actually says if this building is not cleaned, the building will collapse. So that's pretty bad. So I actually can envision a bit of a problem here. In terms of the mission, if I didn't stock up on acid, because technically I was just producing acid because you use it to like speed this up, and I decided, oh, let's just stock up on it because we don't need to hold liquor, but I've now used all my liquor. If we didn't stock up on acid, we wouldn't be able to clean these things. It costs 300 to clean this, because if we don't have acid, the best we could hope for is maybe buying acid in the black market, but that's not an option right now. We couldn't get acid from the pit because that's also poisoned. So this event could actually shut things down pretty badly. So what we need to do is I need to clean this, and I need to clean... I'm gonna clean the 2 breweries. And I'm gonna spend the rest cleaning the bloody pumps. And also, to make sure I save on as much blood as possible, to make sure the blood goes to the breweries, I'm gonna shut everything else down. So I'm gonna just depopulate everything. All of these buildings are consuming blood. So just turn everything off. I probably should have done this earlier, because if things were gonna be shutting down anyway. Like, let's even disable our storage right now, so because nothing's gonna be produced here. I did finish upgrading the warehouse. Because the whole thing here needs acid to produce blood. Okay, I think I've turned almost everything off. Okay, I think I've disabled everything. Oh, the blacksmiths. We don't need them running. Okay. Turning everything off means nothing runs. Totems build faster. Totems are cheaper. I'm not building totems, so let's just make them cheaper, because resources are kind of the problem here. Sorrow Silo produces cries more effectively. Okay. So, yeah, poisoned organic structures. I think we can see them actually cleaning here. Look at that. So once the bloody pumps are cleaned, and then the breweries are cleaned, we can be producing acid. What resource does acid use? I'm not sure. I have to double check. Because I'll have to activate the building that produces the thing needed for acid. Okay, the bloody pumps are running. That gives us some blood. As far as I know, yeah, upkeep is 0, so nothing is running right now. Okay. Acid requires... Let's double produce acid. Requires cries. Cries is here. Let's produce that. Okay, and as the acid comes in, we clean the bloody pumps as much as possible. Okay, we're producing. Like, I might actually lose some bloody pumps here. I don't think I can clean them all in time. Okay, yeah. These bloody pumps died. This building is dead. That's actually a problem. Because I don't think I can demolish this. And it still counts towards my bloody pump count. That's a bit of a problem. So I've lost half my blood supply. I guess that's part of the challenge of this mission. In terms of this, I need to resume production of mercury so I can continue casting sloth. I'm just gonna have to try and be as careful as possible here. This was gonna cost 1,000 embers. This was one way to clear enemies without having soldiers, and I think that was kind of the point. Let's resume producing embers. Because if I can upgrade this to the next level, we can actually clear enemies without soldiers. That's important. Yeah, so I don't think I can... Oh, we need to clean this brewery. It costs 300, damn. We are producing cries. Oh, we don't have storage for acid because I disabled the granary. That's my bad. I might lose this brewery. Oh no. Okay. I have to build a new brewery. Both my breweries have frozen. Like, because of my carelessness here, and the inability to demolish dead buildings, I might be a little screwed. Well, I can still build breweries. I have 200 acid. So it's really about keeping the bloody pumps going. But also... What's holding back our production here? We don't have fear, because I disabled the fear building. Yeah, okay. Acid. All sinners are working. Acid can hold. The brewery just got... These titans are not gods. They are structures of menace built to overwhelm and suffocate. So, because I don't have 300 acid, I can't clean a brewery. I built a new brewery and it froze, like it succumbed to the pestilence immediately. I don't think I can have enough. I can't produce acid. Okay. And now all of my bloody pumps have been taken out as well. I don't think... I can't buy acid. There's nothing in the black market. Consumes all available acid to clean all organic buildings. Okay, that's useful. 50% of Sinner Death Bar will be revived. Sinner Death Bar, that, 50%. Now, I don't know if this will revive dead buildings. Probably not. It's the only thing we can do, though. Like, I just can't... Like, there's not much else I can do. Besides try building more breweries. Because building a new structure... it gets taken out pretty much instantly. I'm gonna build this over to here and try place 2 more breweries to just try and get more acid going. Because we need to stock up on as much acid as possible. Okay, next chapter. Malignant. The tribute was paid, but Charlottel refused peace. Instead, he unleashed another wave of pestilence smog, deadlier than all pestilence smogs before. Souls exposed to this new pestilence smog will never become sinners. From this moment on, every unprocessed soul is lost, forever bound to become a sadist. Do you have what it takes to endure this? This mission is kind of crazy. That's the boss stage. This is a city builder with boss stages. Send tribute to heaven. I'm not doing that. I don't have that. Gold coin production speed sped up by 10%. Sinners die faster. Gold coin production speed sped up by 25%. Sinners die even faster. You know what? I'm just gonna go for the cautious option here. Because why not? I've tried to produce as much acid as possible. And it's not great. Endure the pestilence smog. Okay, failure will not be forgiven. So, both my breweries have been taken down. Those cost 300 to clean though. So I think instead I place a new brewery and spend the 400 I have cleaning what bloody pumps I got. Because we need to keep just producing as much as possible, at least for these things here. What I need are mercury. Because, but there's no storage space for mercury. Because mercury is stored in these. I should turn my storage buildings back on. I mean, that's the boss stage. I think I will lose another bloody pump here, because I can't produce the acid for it. Unless, no. I can't produce the acid for it. The only objective now is to survive. We're trying our best. Some satyrs are showing up. We are recruiting more soldiers again. But also, there's... The souls, I think, are dying. So we can't... Like... The souls are running out. I don't think I can... Yeah, I'm gonna lose another bloody pump. We have 5 bloody pumps. We have at least made it to the boss stage. A bunch of tribute was dumped into here. I have 5,000 blood stored up. Let's produce acid. Okay, let's see what the boss stage is like. I can cast Sloth again, but should I wait for the boss stage to cast it? I guess I could... You know what? I'm gonna wait for the boss stage to cast it, because something might really go down at that point. I'm just gonna hang on to as much mercury as possible. I have trained up my army again, after they all kind of died, after I disabled those. Do I have acid to clean this? Yes. Okay, okay. So I can build a total of 12 breweries. So every time, but then again, I think, yeah, we can only build one more resource building. So essentially I can only build one more brewery if it comes to that. Because, yeah, these dead buildings, we're not allowed to demolish them to free up our space. And I think that is intentional. I think that is what it's designed to be. I have a good amount of mercury. So I think I'll cast it just before the boss stage. Yeah, let's cast it here. That stops sinners from dying. So if there's a sudden explosion when the boss stage hits... Okay. Have you ever considered fighting titans with titans? Evidently, titans are the ultimate weapon. Produce the resources required and command Rangda and Namazu to assist in neutralizing Xolotl. Xolotl's greed runs deep. He now guards your gold coin tribute in the Garden of Eden. To defeat Xolotl, first summon Rangda, let her melt the gold coins into liquid metal, then call upon Namazu. She'll crash her waters down and cool the molten gold. Oh, we want to seal Xolotl in a coffin of gold. Now, understood. So what do we actually need to do? Summon Rangda. Is this what we need to do to summon Rangda? Let's run the story first. Let's clean the bloody pumps. Summoning Rangda is cheaper by 50%. The Wrath is free to activate now, but current pest and smog damage is increased by 100%. Summoning Namazu is cheaper by 35%. The Gluttony is free to activate now. Death limit for pest and smog increased by 50%. I mean, I have a feeling that I might actually have just lost here. This might be a loss. Death limit increased. Let's try just make summoning Rangda cheaper. Okay, Xolotl's greed runs deep. To defeat, summon Rangda, gather the required resources to summon Rangda, and Amazu seal Xolotl's fate. So all I can do here is build another brewery. I've spent all my acid cleaning already. Produce 700 mercury. So we are producing mercury, producing fear, producing size. So like... I can try. But there's really not much I can do. I'm building the last resource structure here, which is going to be my last brewery. Once that freezes over, we got no more acid. Unless acid happens to show up on the black market here. I can try just really produce scythes here if I activate these blacksmiths again. In terms of producing mercury and fear. Fear is currently going. We have 2 cauldrons both producing mercury. Let's clean that. Just keeping an eye on here. I need to produce scythes. I don't know if you start the cleaning process, does it stop it from dying? I think it does. It stops the countdown if you start cleaning. Okay, so we are producing... I have produced all the scythes. So actually, let's disable the blacksmiths. We don't need all 3 blacksmiths for this. Trying to keep the bloody pumps running. Everything else is kind of disabled. Fear is almost done. Oh, we just need more fear for mercury. Mercury is... We don't have storage space for mercury. Let's make more storage space for mercury. You are producing acid. Don't know if we'll be able to stop this bloody pump from being lost. We just need the mercury. Yes, save the bloody pump. We need another... just a bit more. We just need one more cycle of mercury. Can you produce that, please? It's waiting for the fear, I think. Okay, there we go. We actually managed to save... summon Rangda. Gonna clean that bloody pump. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is the final chapter. So we just have to... We did it! We summoned Rangda! Rangda's a scary god. Or rather, it said they're not gods. Quite importantly. So there's all the gold we gave to Xolotl. Just... It's just gonna smaug it up, I think. Smog it up. So, Rangda is one of the previous titans that we defeated. So I assume we've tamed Rangda. Or rather, maybe just are controlling her now. Rangda is so Southeast Asian. I don't even know how to explain how Southeast Asian Rangda is. Okay, pause the game. So we've done one thing. Look at this. Oh, that's unpleasant. So now we just have to summon the other one, which is producing cries. So we are producing needle cage. 3,000 is a lot. Produce 700 acid and produce 100 maces. I don't know if we can produce 700 acid. What we could do, resource structures. Oh, no, we can. I can't believe I didn't think of this before. I can salvage other structures. So what counts as resource structures? For example, all these cauldrons. If I just salvage these cauldrons. Let's salvage 2 cauldrons. We don't need those. So we don't need to be producing cries, acid, mace. So what's acid made out of? Cries. So we just need cries. And cries get turned into that. What are maces made out of? I think we have enough for maces. So let's disable the cauldrons. I can spend hemoglobin to increase the efficiency of the needle cage. Let's do that. And then let's unpause the game. Wait. Yeah. So speeding this up. So I'm salvaging these structures because I can still build 6 more breweries as they all get wrecked. But the total resource structure can be reduced by salvaging the non-organic, not dead stuff. Okay, cries are coming along. I can cast Sloth again. Let's just stop anyone from dying. And let's summon Namazu. Okay, acid. We produce 150. So now I should be able... Yes, I can place breweries. So if this one goes down, I can build a new one. There's room for it. Maces. I am producing maces. It's 30 a cycle. I got room for it. Producing acid cries. Cries. We need space for cries. Where is it stored? Here? Oh, we don't need storage space. We got plenty of storage space. Because we're using up the cries in the acid. Okay. I just want to disable the maces once we get enough. We'll slightly overproduce them here. We don't have room for maces. We need to produce another 11 maces. So that's... there. We have room to store another 13 maces. Oh no, we don't. We gotta get rid of maces. Or just have more storage space for maces. The armory needs workers. And also... Why can't we produce more acid? Oh, they're just waiting for the cries. Okay. We just need a bit more maces. Okay. Here you can see how long it takes for the sinners to actually get there. Let's make room for maces. We're producing the maces. We've now produced 100 maces. Let's disable that. We can also actually disable the armory. We have hemoglobin. I'm gonna go ahead and activate another charge. Oh, I just saw we need to clean these. Almost missed that. Okay, there's no point building a second brewery right now because we're not producing enough cries. to even support that. Okay. I think we're on our way. I think we might actually be able to win this. I think we can. Oh. Oh, our sinners were wrecked. What can we give to get sinners? I don't know if we are still gaining sinners, but we don't have... What do we have that's working? Let's try free up workers. Yeah, we don't need storage space for anything except for acid. Everything else should be disabled. We can disable the tribute hall. Let's cast this. So sinners stop dying. I think the pestilence is really wrecking... I mean, we've got 6,600 blood saved up. Oh, okay. Let's keep that clean. Some of these bloody pumps actually recovered. We currently can't produce acid. Okay. Okay, they're back, they're back. Okay. That population hit was kind of scary. Sloth is the one of like the best spells to cast. How much hemoglobin do we have? Enough. Let's speed up cry production. Okay, workers are back. Let's keep the bloody pumps clean. So yeah, the lesson of this mission is that we produced enough acid. We now just need the cries. The lesson of this mission is just because you have a ton of resources doesn't mean that it's just gonna be an easy time. If I wanted to build another needle cage, this is actually something. Let's build 2 more needle cages because I think this is victory. If I can just get enough needles. Because we've now produced the acid we need. So the acid, yeah, I have stocked up tons of blood. So even if we lose our bloody pumps, I think we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna cast Sloth. Make sure we don't lose people. And then let's keep boosting the needle cages. We're at about 2,000. We just need another 1,000. Okay, these are all now producing cries, yes. There we go, now it's speeding up. Yep, speed that up. Good. Use our hemoglobin to speed it up. $2,800. And I think we got it. That's 84. That's 100. We did it. Did I actually win? I was thinking I was 100% gonna lose there. This countdown there is that's just showing that I think that's the victory bar. And here we go. I think the victory cinematic, we actually managed to do it. Oh, I can't believe I actually won! That was a hard mission. And there was some things that did feel a little unfair, but here's Namazu, which is the Flood Titan. Just dumping water and fire into the gold. It is a very Smaug situation, isn't it? Smaug survived, though. A crown for a king. And there you go, that is the end of the mission. We actually managed to win it this time. It didn't go as expected. We started with all those resources and I thought, hey, that's just gonna be a very straightforward, easy mission. But turns out the disasters are keeping in mind that you have all these resources and at the end of the day, it's just kind of not gonna matter. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks again, once again, to Metropolis for sponsoring us today. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support, just click the link down below. Check out the game on Steam and see how it all is. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video.